What's on this boy Sneaker Easy?
The Way Men Think podcast. We got a special guest for y'all today. We got your boy B Savage.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And look, we about to just get straight to it, man. We gonna talk about some important situations, and at the same time, you know, we gonna shine light on a lot of things that y'all might wanna hear or ask any questions about. We gonna, you know, answer y'all questions and stuff like that.
We appreciate everybody that participated in the giveaway. Thanks to this man sitting right here. Very cool dude, like I said before. BS Nightlife. Y'all come check him out. 1530 Lapelco Boulevard, Suite 24. Y'all come check him out, man.
Show much love. Show much love. For the people that's not following B already, you know what I'm saying? For our fans and followers that's not following, y'all come show love because he showed mad love to us today, and we, you know, hey, we appreciate the love.
It's all love, man.
Yeah, so get to the people who don't really know too much about you, know, give them a little breakdown of who you is, how you got started, stuff like that.
All right, well, like a lot of people know me from the party scene, from the club scene, BS Nightlife. Been turning up doing parties. I started at Lotus, then took the city by storm. Been doing all the big parties, Metro Harris, Superdome, all that stuff. The Cloud9 movement. Then I end up jumping into the apparel game. Came out the shirt Educated N-Word with BS Brand Tees, and that blew up to a point now. Got about 40 or 50 designs. And we here now at the home, man, BS Brand Tees store. So, you know, that's kind of me in a nutshell. Got a bunch going on, but yeah, your favorite fat guy, man, that's me.
Okay.
The favorite fat guy, you got the fat fly guy. You know what I'm saying? We in there. You know what I'm saying? That was up, though. Be like, man, I saw some stuff that you posted the other day, man. Sorry that, you know, what happened to the shop, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Calm it down, bad. Don't know him.
It was a girl, man. It was a chick. It was a female.
Say, bro.
It was a female, bro.
Our own people gotta stop hating on us, man. Like, bro, that shit don't get you nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You're down bad from coming to doing that spraying paint on the man camera, but it's still up and running, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That don't stop no hustle.
It was an easy fix, man. It was and it's crazy, man. Somebody I know, man. Somebody who I personally think dealing with some like mental illness, mental issues. So it's a touchy subject naturally, because on the flip side, I obviously don't want nothing to happen to my store, my different stuff. But the human element of the type of person I am, I still don't even want her to, you know, go through the pressures that come with that. You know, that's why I didn't expose her name, or that's why I didn't tell nobody who it was and take it there. You know what I'm saying? Because I know she got her own little battle she's dealing with or whatever. So, you know, I'm just praying for her, man, and hoping it'll be something that could die out and resolve itself, you know, without anything, man. But that's small job. That was easy fix.
That's solid. The move, motherfucker. Boy, look. They could have went with they move, but you didn't. And I respect y'all on that, you understand? But, man, bro, you know, like, dealing with the business that you dealing with, coming from being a promoter, man, to having your own, you know, clothing line in your store, like, explain that to our fans, like, you know, how that made you feel, and like, how did that reality hit you, like, for us, you know what I'm saying, like, knowing your dream coming to life, like.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I naturally just been a promoter at heart. Like, I mean, I'm gonna say entrepreneur, I'm sorry, correct it, entrepreneur at heart. So getting into the promo game, I played ball in high school, almost good enough to play on Sundays. The direction just didn't go that way. So I always had in my mind, like, I just want to be self-employed. I want to be able to say, this didn't work, but I was able to build me some financial structure to live just as good as an athlete. You know what I'm saying? So that's always been a goal. So it didn't really dawn on me, honestly, bro. I've been feeling like I've been in hustle mode until the store, so I went into really this storefront mode. You know what I'm saying? Because this came with so many other responsibilities. The overhead, having employees, and that's when it really started hitting, like, okay, we on to something, because to be able to like hire 2 or 3 people during the pandemic, that was just kind of a blessing, you know, to where the business is going, the direction is going, and whatever, when most people kind of cutting back during the pandemic. So, man, that's when it really sunk in. Before that, I ain't gonna lie, I was just grinding so hard to all I was just locked into, like, okay, well, I can just get an honest dollar from, like, you know, what I could do to just kind of keep that train moving, no matter whether it was the party, shirts, whatever. I just came out with my own digital TV service.
I saw that.
And it's been, you know, it's just been one thing after another, man. So it's been a blessing though.
Right. So shit, why don't you tell her, the audience about that digital service? You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's basically streaming, digital TV streaming service where basically $50 a month, man. You can get up to 4 TVs, 4 devices. That's including your cell phone, your iPad, your tablet. And your phone, your tablet, you can take that service anywhere in the world, man, as long as you're connected to strong internet service or Wi-Fi service, or your phone service strong enough, it's gonna work. Come with it's kind of like when people first came out with the Fire Sticks,
Right.
and it was like so technical. This kind of like the Fire Stick on 20. You know what I'm saying? It's like literally click and play, like some straight to the point stuff. So people really buying into it fast. I've been in business 2 weeks, and I think I have over 100 customers already. So it's gonna definitely be a little life changing, move or whatever. So it's dope. BS Brand Digital, man, you gotta check it out.
So you send like people out to set it up, or it's like an app, or like what?
Yeah, I do have a technician that we send out for people who may not be as savvy or don't feel as comfortable.
Right.
But because the service still works out of state, we send you our Fire Sticks that's already programmed. When you get it, it's literally 2 codes that we're gonna give you over the phone to put in, and we'll get on FaceTime, which if that works, and just kind of work you through just how to, go through your TV guide, little stuff like that. But it's really that simple, bro.
$50 a month.
$50
So
a
how
month.
much for the device though?
If you have your own Fire Sticks and you can get them to us, we only charge $10 a program. If you don't, we just charge you the same price that we buy the Fire Sticks from, which is the 4K Fire Sticks, $55. So we charge you for that plus the $10, and you're on the go. If you want it on your phone or your tablet, it's only $10. So after you get that first installment, it's only $50 a month after that. No hidden charges and no contract. Yeah, it's that work.
Shit, y'all gotta mess with Beat,
Yeah.
man. Y'all gotta holler at Beat, man. Hit him up on his page, BS Nightlife, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram, and holler at him, you know what I'm saying, so y'all can get y'all a device and cut Cox out, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
TNT, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
so
on
we here to
the
support this black man, you understand?
Yeah,
Like,
we on it.
So
See, but like, what type of trials and tribulations you ran through being a black man trying to start your own business?
I mean, honestly, man, it's the typical things that I feel like in our community that we struggle with. Me, myself, I haven't seen a ton of, like, a ton of hate. I've seen very little of that part, but just the natural thing what you see is with the black community, we normally wait till people get popping before we support them.
Right.
And that's kind of sort of like the scary part, because in a lot of times, in our community, man, if we really start supporting each other and get on that grind, you'll see a lot of businesses kind of take off a lot faster, which is gonna make those businesses be able to reach back and pull more people up. So that's probably the biggest struggle that I think a lot of people just normally see day to day. I was fortunate to get in a situation where I kind of had a fan base already. So when I jumped into the shirts, it kind of like people knew me for doing good business with the party. So it was like, well, be a cool dude. So I think it started off as just, all right, he doing that to show love because he's a cool dude. And I think I may see more issues now, almost going into year 3, where now it's like you have your people who kind of may take a more envious approach, like, well, I feel like he's not doing enough to reach back or stuff like that, so I may hear little stuff. But all in all, man, what I tell people is just kind of focus on what you got going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just step out on faith, because if you wait for the people around you to give you that pat on the back, man, you're gonna lose every time. Because it's just natural. Our people just not really, we not even groomed to support like that.
Nah,
That's just not what our people do. You know what I'm saying? Our people not like that. You think about, bro, and I had this conversation with people all the time. I'm like, all of us had the moments where you're sitting on the porch, right, with your homeboy, you're broke, you busted, and you're looking up, you're like, bro, if I make it, big dog, I'm taking you with me, you my brother. But then on the other side, for years, your mom and your grandmother been telling you, baby, when you get your hands on some money, you gotta hold it close. You don't want to give it to nobody because you don't know where you're gonna get it. And that's what we see a lot of times when that person get the money and you forget those little things you talked about with your partner when you was broke, because we so scared to, you know what I'm saying, oh, we ain't gonna lose it, we ain't gonna have it, as opposed to looking at the big picture, you know what I'm saying? So I just think it's a generational curse, right? And hopefully we all live long enough to see it change. But that's one of the things with our community, brother, that I think we too smart, too talented, too gifted to not be able to put our resources together, dog, and just really, 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 you know what I'm saying, manifest and blow up, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that I'm just spending a lot of energy on lately, just trying to put myself around people where I could just network and put all my partners on. So that's kind of like my goal right now.
Right.
Yeah.
That's some real shit that like most people is always out for self, especially our city, period, man. Like I noticed that, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time you can't worry about what other people think. You could be, I always look at it like this, you could be somebody that's wealthy and giving back to your whole community, making sure everybody's straight. Somebody gonna have something bad to say, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't worry about what other people say, you know what I'm saying? It's like they gonna say what they wanna say anyway. That's just a hating type person, you know what I'm saying? So I feel you on that, B. Like at the end of the day, you can't worry about what they talking about, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure you straight and your team straight, you know what I'm saying?
That's
So,
what it is.
and man, look, I salute you, big brother. Like, shit, you motivate me, you know what I'm saying? Like, to
Appreciate it, man.
try other avenues, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got to, man. My theory be, brother, I really believe God didn't put me here to break even.
Right.
So that literally be my motivation every day. Like, there's no way in the world God put me here to go to work, pay bills, get old, and then prepare to lead us to the little shit I do got to leave it to somebody that die in my heart. That's kind of my motivation, because I feel like at any point if I ever tap out and say, man, this is what it's gonna be, that just gotta be a hard way to live, to think this is all you got. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, man, you'd have been here 50, 60, 70 years, and you had enough just to say, okay, y'all can bury daddy. Now take this 10, 15,000 and, you know what I'm saying, and wish you the best. I just don't feel like that's it. So, you know, that kind of be my motivation, man. And I tell everybody, like, look, man, fuck what people talking about, man. Turn up.
Right.
Like, you gotta prove me I'm wrong. Like, to me, I'd rather try and fail and then say, you know what, that was my idea, it didn't work, fuck it. What's the next thing? You know what I'm saying? That's just my approach. When when y'all hit me up, and that's why it's so easy for me to be like, yo, look, let's do the interview, I'm with that. Whatever time we gotta make work. Because I know what it's like, bro, for a person to just kind of size you up and be like, man, I ain't got time for that, man, I ain't, like, cause like this same interview could be the thing to take my business to the next level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm real big on that, man. So yeah,
We appreciate that. Dog.
This something I wanted to ask you, because my little partner, he ready to put me on you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to tune everything out around me and just focus on me and my family. So educated in words, like what do that mean? Like what that stand for?
So educated N-word is based around educated Negro, right? That's literally what it means. So the N-word come from, that's the way white folk break it down. If you ever hear anything, you can literally go search the hashtag and there's a bunch of white folks saying, well, why I can't say the N-word? Why we can't say the N-word, the N-word, the N-word? So when I came out with the shirt, it wasn't, I think this part of the premise that a lot of people have is not me bragging about saying, oh man, I'm an educated nigga. That ain't what I'm bragging about. I don't per se want to call myself a nigga. What it is, there's just a group of white folks I know that no matter what I get accomplished, that's all they see. I'm just a big nigga with tattoos. You know what I'm saying? So the shirt was really, when I made the shirt, I didn't even make the shirt to sell it. I actually made the shirt, I was working. And it was a way for me to take a kind of like a jab at my boss when I was saying it out my mouth, trying to be clever. Like, I just want you to, you know what I'm saying? I want to get your attention. And that's where it came from, no lie. And a dude saw me with the shirt. And when he saw me with the shirt, he was like, man, you selling, you know, where you get that shirt from? I'm like, well, man, it's my design. And he was like, I bet. He was like, you sell them? And the hustling me clicked in, like, yeah, but I'm sold out. So when I went home that night, I'm like, well, shit, if he like it, maybe other people like it. So I never had intentions on a clothing store. I'll be the first to tell people that. So yeah, man, the shirt, and to this day, I still, because I have people, there's tons of black folk that see it and be like, man, why would I call myself a nigga? Now, what I know I can do, I can't have that conversation individually with every person. So what my logic has always been, focus for every one person that don't agree or don't like it, and I got 1,000 people over here that's waiting to buy it. So I focus on them 1,000 because even though you have one circle or one group, I'm just like, bro, you don't even understand how life changing this been for me. You know what I'm saying? So while you got whatever you got going on, the people who understand this energy and have been through it, just know, man, whether you like it or not, man, you can Uncle Tom and kiss ass all the way through. Man, don't get me wrong, all white folks not racist. We not green to that. I got some dope ass white friends. You know what I'm saying? But there's just a collection of people that no matter what you do, they can't get past the fact that they see you as a nigga. So that's what the educated N-word That's what it is.
We see you got your billboards up.
Yeah.
We see you got one right here. You got one by the project.
Yeah.
Congrats on that, man.
Appreciate
like that's a big accomplishment, dog. Like,
appreciate
you heard me? Like you knew, like, all right, I'm about to get this billboard. It just was something that you just was thinking about.
It was two things. It was one thing was I understood from a social media standpoint. There's hundreds of thousands of people who don't follow me, right? That don't know me. So there's people who not on social media like that. So okay, how can I do something to grab their attention? The second thing was it was motivation for. I got tired of like every time if you think about it, bro, ride around and look at the billboards. Almost 80% of the billboards are lawyers. That's promoting. That's true. That's promoting you to get in a wreck because I'm gonna get you some money back. That's promoting leave your wife and it only costs $40. You feel me? If you know what I'm saying, you in the hood, so you probably gonna shoot at somebody. So when you do, call this number, I got your back. So for me, I'm like, shit, if they taking that approach, because white folks already be kind of 10 steps ahead of us, if you taking that approach but trying to embed all that negative shit into them and saying, think about it, you can pass down Manhattan right now, they got a billboard, I never forget this, it say, call us now, you get divorced for $399. You feel what I'm saying?
Trying to break up a habit.
So for me, I'm like, you know what? Let me take a more motivational spot where I'm from, a railroad project.
Right.
I want that billboard that lawyer at, and I want that bitch for the next 6 months, because I want the dudes who grew up under me to be like, damn, he from my neighborhood. He from here. And so that's kind of what my mindset is. So now I'm in a process now where I'm literally trying to take over and dominate that market to where. Nah, we're not doing all this shit with them lawyers and whatever they got going and whatever they promoting. Let's start putting some positive shit out there, you know what I'm saying, and getting people to realize that, man, that a lot of this stuff possible is attainable. And that's why I'm at with it, bro. That's what my energy on right now.
That was up though. You know what I'm saying? Like when I saw it, I was like, damn, big dog doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's always lawyers. It's not our people that's on the billboard. Like I seen like maybe 2 people.
Every now and then you see them.
You'll see our people on it, but it was a woman that was a lawyer, and it was one of the guys I know him personally. Gray, we both out the same Thomas Project, bro. We both went to La Vogue and went to elementary school together. And I saw him with his pressure washing and detailing billboard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like shout out to you, G. You know what I'm saying? But when I saw him, I was even proud, like, damn, homie. You know what I'm saying? You doing something, you know. So when I see that, like, man, that just made me have, you know what I'm saying, hope. Like, man, look, I could be that one day. So I, you know, shout out to you beyond that, man.
I appreciate it.
Like another thing when I saw Jason Mitchell with your shirt on.
Yeah, my homie.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, that boy got Jason Mitchell with his shirt advertising. Like when you saw him wearing that shirt and posted on his, you know, on his Instagram, like how that made you feel knowing other people seeing this that's past New Orleans or past Louisiana seeing your design.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, but that's the part that moments like that, and I'm gonna be honest, it don't even necessarily have to be a celebrity that do it. I think when I see somebody who I know don't know me, you see what I'm saying, that get it, it's like, damn, like I know this ain't because I'm showing them love because that's my partner. You know, it's good. I still appreciate that, but it's just no feeling like somebody who flat out don't know you. They just appreciate your design or whatever you got going on. So it's crazy. The first time he wore it on the Breakfast Club. So that morning, like my phone blowing up so hard to where the first thing I thought about was, man, somebody hurt, something happened. Yeah. So I was scared to answer the phone at first because I ain't want to hear like, man, such and such got killed, And I went to hearing, yo, B, wake up, man, that boy Jason got the shirt on the Breakfast Club, and man, you knew he was going through it. I'm like, nah, I didn't know. And it meant the world, you know what I'm saying? I had a few situations like that because I had a few celebrities wear the shirt. And I ain't gonna lie to you, bro, it mean a lot, and it also show you just the power of the being a celebrity, bro. Because I never forget, bro, there was people, when Jason wore that shirt, there was people who knew me, who close to me, bought a shirt once they saw Jason with the shirt on. That day was, oh man, I ain't wearing no educated N-word shirt, no lie, but that day I went to get calls from them saying people like, man, what time do you open up, big dog? Or, man, I'm about to come to the store and get it. And I'm like, bro, and I still appreciate it. but it just shows you the effect, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like it's that celebrity, bro. It's serious, bro.
People,
they
don't mess
that
with
influence,
you. You know?
That influence something, dog.
They don't mess with you when you're down, but soon as you take off and get the pop, and everybody be like, man, I've been messing with dude, I've been messing with you, ain't been
so
messing
crazy.
with
He
you.
stayed talking about it, and I be like, damn, my little brother really mad, but I'm like, bro, don't even trip, son. We gonna get it, you know what I'm saying?
Like, not that I'm mad, it's just that's how I feel. I feel like while we in the struggling stage, Jeremy, y'all ain't really rocking with us, but soon as we take off, oh man, I've been messing with Tanky Easy. No, you haven't. Cause you know me, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna try to figure out what was our first video we posted, what we had on in the video. That gonna be able to tell me you really was rocking with us.
Right.
You feel me? I'm gonna do something like that.
See, that's why me and him had that disagreement.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I'm not tripping. They jump on that train, that's all them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's not gonna stop our show. You know what I'm saying? So
it ain't, but that's a renega, dog.
I'm gonna tell you this though. One thing I wouldn't do, and it's just advice, you don't have to take it. Mentally, bro, I'm a person that really believe in energy.
Right.
And if you put yourself in a spot, dog, where you focus so hard on what negative stuff was happening, sometimes you'll forget the positive that came out of the growth of your project. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And sometimes it's like, think about it, like you'll lose sight on something simple like, damn, I remember the first time we did an interview, dog, we ain't had but 15 people tune in. You get to episode 30 and you like, shit, we got 300-400 people every rip. That alone is something that you have been lost sight of because you're still focusing on the people that you, in your heart, you're like, man, I wish you would have tuned in. I wish this person would have. Because at the end of the day, when they come, they gonna come. It's gonna be something that you may even groom yourself to doing and make those people, you know what I'm saying, kind of come and get in your mix. And this the plus side about that though. As long as you don't have the fakers around you anyway, man, that's the less favors you owe. You feel me? And that's the way you gotta look at it. Because I'm at a point right now for me, I have very little help. So what makes it easy? It's easy for me to get on the phone and say, nah, I can't do it. Nah, I can't do that. Nah, you can't borrow this. Nah, you can't. You feel me? Now I'm naturally a person that's a giver. But in reality, dog, I don't lose no sleep not one time because what I understand is, man, nobody could jump up and say, oh man, I was with dude when he was. You wasn't. No, you wasn't.
Yeah.
You feel me? That ain't how that went. You feel me? So, but I embraced it because what I do understand, your family, the people closest to you, it's harder for them to keep up and support. In most cases, especially when you're selling something, it's financially they just can't keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? So instead of me getting mad about it, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make it my business to promote to everybody, but my family and friends, because when I do get it from them, it's just one of those. You know what? I appreciate that because I didn't want to put my energy around them or make them feel like you start having people avoid you. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, they go B, he's selling shirts again. Let me go this way. But I don't want you to do that. I'm still the same B. I understand. You know what I'm saying? You may just not even get with it. You know what I'm saying? What I'm doing, the relationship ain't gonna change. So I'm gonna tell you, bro, like with that energy, man, I won't even focus on that. I put it more into what y'all doing, that same energy y'all been having, and I promise you, bro, you follow that path, and the shit gonna work. That shit gonna work out. Yeah, as long as you got a good product, like it's gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you get into that shit people want to hear.
Right.
You gotta talk to the people, man. People want to hear that good shit.
Right. That's all we be trying to do. We don't have no filter. We don't I know me. I know my mama don't even want to watch our podcast. She like, babe, I know how you talk. So, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I give it to you raw because that was the way I was taught. You know what I'm saying? I don't cut no corners. I don't sugarcoat it. You know what I'm saying? But look, B, I want to ask you this. Like, about this Breonna Taylor situation, bro. Like, how do you feel about the result in that, man?
I'm numb to it because I kind of expected it. It just took way too long for you to get some type of verdict. I mean, they know they had to say something. But I'm gonna be honest, for those people, I wouldn't be surprised somebody just kind of knocked on the door and said, hey, look, we got to say something today, so what y'all gonna do? Because realistically, you had all the evidence that you needed to convict somebody.
Right.
But it's a typical situation where you just let us know in our face that, to be honest, at the end of the day, y'all not as powerful as y'all think y'all, because one thing we do know about y'all only gonna stick together for a short period of time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that situation, like honestly, like what could you actually say, man, for that young lady to lose her life under them terms? And then literally you basically tell somebody, oh, well, we just deemed it a mistake, so we sorry for it, but we ain't about to charge our people. And you know, it's just one of those situations where it's sad, man. It's kind of disgusting because you already watch black women get treated like shit on the daily. You know what I'm saying? And it's just another instance, bro, where you know, again, you just kind of rubbing it in their face. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, so that whole little move when it comes to just what black women go through. Period. They don't have to die. Just the way they get treated on the regular, that shit bothered me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But,
I ain't gonna lie. Like it made me look at black women totally different. I'm not gonna sit up here and say I respected every black woman I ever ran across. That'd be a lie. You know what I'm saying? But it made me regret from treating them the way I did treated them. You know what I'm saying? Like us as black kings, black princes, you know what I'm saying, black men, period. Like, I feel like we should treat them totally different. Like, even the way we speak about them, we handle the situation, I feel like we should, you know, give them the utmost respect, you know what I'm saying, because they do have it hard just like black men, you know what I'm saying. You gotta realize, you got men out here trying to rape them, you know what I'm saying, when they're young, they trying to molest them, so it's like, they go through a lot too, you know, they have a lot of struggles that they go through, you know, so. Man, like me personally, like you said, it's a numb situation because you already know what that was gonna be. They was gonna automatically like brush that off. But me, I felt like when they gave the mother of the family the $12 million, I felt like that was an insult. Yeah. Because I felt like no kind of money could bring their daughter back. Right. They can't bring back the memories.
Yeah, they were trying to soften the blow.
Yeah, that's all that was. You just put salt on the wound.
And it really just show you how much access to money and funds you have. Right. Because when you just decide, okay, we gotta come up with $12 million, that's literally gonna come from taxpayers, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that anyway. You're going to break that down over a period of time to where you're going to feel like people are not going to miss it. And again, that means technically the $12 million is something that city, state, whatever, didn't really pay. You know what I'm saying? Because the breakdown of it going to be over probably a 30-year stretch where you didn't even know this is gone. You know what I'm saying? So
you know who pocket they taking that out of, right? They taking that. They taking that out of people. That's the people that, taxpayers. You know what I'm saying? You know they gonna take it. When you say it right, us. You know what I'm saying? You gonna take it out the poor people mouth to put it, you know what I'm saying, in their pocket. I'm not tripping on that because it's going to a black family, but at the same time you're doing it down bad, you know. So it just like I don't really agree with it, man. I just wish she never lost her life on some funny situation. Like, man, I don't know. I don't think the protesting shit, bro. I don't agree with the protest. I don't agree with the looting because it's like, it's not solving nothing. It's not solving the situation, bro. We just gotta do a bigger change, man. Like, really just support our own community. Stop supporting community that's not supporting our community. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's not every white person that's a bad racist or anything like that. It's just the fact if we put more behind our own community and bring up our own community, our situation could be a little better.
So you say you was a football man, you could have played on Sundays. How you feel about Cap not playing? Nobody picking up Cap.
I'm gonna tell you at this point, honestly, I don't even think he want to play or should want to play. It's just too much time down. Right. I don't think, to me, I don't. It's like this. This is the issue I have. I have an issue with how long it took for y'all to figure out he was right. And I don't think you put enough energy behind like today. It's a thing now where everybody agreeing to take a knee together. That shit a slap in the face for how you treated that dude the last couple of years. Right. You know what I'm saying? You had the college teams did it today. They agreed to kneel together. You've been having coaches. You've been having all these people do that shit. You know what I'm saying? They get on the right side of black folk now. All the white folks want to be loved by us now. Right. So they doing all this little shit when that dude ain't saying nothing that was in a riddle. He gave you factual information, and it took for this shit to happen a million times over, us to get tired of it this year, and then tell us a bunch of shit, and now everybody want to sit here and say, oh, we get it. That's what Cap was saying this whole time. Come on, man. You knew what it was.
Yeah, they knew what it was.
You know what I'm saying? That's the part that's more depressing, man. So, you know, for me, him wanting to play, fuck him playing. Right. To me, I feel like you should be going out your way. This is what you should be doing. Why not go out your way to put more emphasis on, put him on TV, let him tell his story, let him talk about how sorry y'all are for the position you put him in, and then kind of grow around that. You know what I'm saying? Put more energy behind what his movement is, because at the end of the day, think about it. He only can make himself look bad. If he go get on somebody's team right now, what the fuck he gonna do?
Yeah, 3 years.
What he honestly gonna do? Cause it's not like he was already a gifted, like, passer. He was just an athlete. So it's not like he can step in right now. That dude ain't in no position mentally to take no hits like that, dog.
3 years.
Yeah,
removed.
man, like
that's
that's,
a
you know,
that's a lamented.
to me, I feel like, man, give him his roses at this point.
Right.
Put more energy behind, you know, what he got going on from that standpoint. You know what I'm saying? So that, you know, that's how I feel about it. But it's a typical situation where it's like, man, the white folks is gonna control the chessboard. You know what I'm saying? And I literally have a new T-shirt design coming out soon, but that literally says like how long do I have to live before we see change?
Ooh.
Just because of my heart is like
the pressure.
you feel me? Like I just literally somebody just lay in the bed just thinking about, bro. It's just like man, how long do we honestly have to live, bro, before you see change? And the scary part, none of us probably be blessed to see. You know what I'm saying? We
No,
gonna see little.
I think our
minds.
I don't even think our grandkids
Yeah.
see it. I think it'd be damn.
Shit gonna be a while,
60, 70, 80 years from now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll be dead and gone. But man,
Sure. He could go past this year. I think it's, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think he should.
Time.
See,
He's already kind of set up.
See,
He
I
already set
feel
up
like
for
I
the
feel
shutdown
like
of
he
this
shouldn't
year.
even play this shit. He should have just stayed on the bench and let the backup.
And see, at that point, I think it's more of a pride thing.
Yeah.
You've been playing, so I just don't see the financially. It don't make sense for you to say it was either you gonna play and give it your all, or you just check out.
Right.
Because they was gonna give you $30 million to be on the bench. So at that point, does $5 million matter for you to be a backup? You feel what I'm saying? Like for him, he just got so much bread to
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying?
I took that 30 million, set my stupid ass.
But I'm saying he wouldn't have got that much.
They wouldn't have gave him that much. They
you
wouldn't
know
have
what I'm
gave
saying,
him
to be on the
30
bench.
to be on the bench.
I still would have taken it. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have. You gotta realize, bro. Football, that's a contract sport. Boy, after so long.
But money different when you got it like that.
Yeah, but it's the
You
same.
view money a little different. You
It's
feel
the
what I'm
same
saying?
situation with Eli Manning. He didn't want to come off the bench, so he retired from New
Yeah,
York.
it's just
He didn't want to come off the bench. He ain't want to go to another team because he built his legacy with the Giants.
Right.
So once that young boy came in there and started taking over, Eli couldn't take that. I've been the starter for about 14, 15 years. Now you want me to go to the bench?
Right.
Like he said, it's pride. Drew
Right.
Brees not going to the bench. He not about to let Taysom Hill take his spot and be like,
Just
well, I'm on the
mentally,
bench.
bro, a lot of them dudes will blow their brains out of their head to sit on the bench with that clipboard or, you know, it's different when you're hurt.
Yeah, that's all
Because
they
mentally
do.
you can say, look, if I was healthy, I'd be out there. So I ain't
Yeah,
tripping.
that's all they
But it's a whole
do.
different
My
ballgame.
grandma always told me your pride will kill you. You understand
True,
me?
true.
Like too much pride, that shit'll hurt you in
Right.
the long run. You know what I'm saying? Like, look here, you here for the money. I don't know.
A lot of people, I'm gonna tell you, bro, the money don't mean as much. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Honestly, what could a person with 200 million do that a person with 30 million can't? Realistically,
Not too much different.
it's not too much different.
Not
dog.
too much different.
You gotta literally go out your way to try to make yourself broke with any one of those numbers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We see people do it all the time, but if you just live like were just being rational,
Right.
you could virtually get, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get to a point where you just being just crazy, like you just going out your way to just blow it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's kind of sort of this is my views on certain dollar amounts, because I'm gonna tell you this. Think about how many times you dropped a quarter or a nickel, right? And you truly picked it up, right? A person that's in a more homeless situation, they will break their neck to get that same nickel or quarter that you get because it had more value to them. So the same situation for somebody who got $30 million, they not necessarily coming over here in most cases to get that $100. It's like, nah, cuz I ain't gonna really, I ain't gonna really fuck with it. You may find it as an insult, like, shit, $100, shit, I'm not gonna pick that up. Savage ain't got 100.
Right.
I'm going to get that 100, you know what I'm
I get
saying?
that.
So for them, you think about a dude who's sitting back saying to himself, man, when I check out, man, I got over $100 million, got my wife, family, kids. Okay, at this point, shit, is it even worse saying I'm about to go out here and put up with this and let somebody insult me when I got $100 million to get this $3 million? And literally, dog, a lot of those people where the finances just break down a little different when you got a whole bunch of it, because you know what I'm
So
saying?
what type of I know you were telling us when we came last time you had a $100 bundle. Like what kind of deals and stuff you be doing on your merch?
Man, I got right now I got a $100 daily bundle. Is like any 2 hats, any 3 shirts, and 3 accessories for $100. I got a Hood Love bundle. That's any Hood Love shirt and cap for $40. Then I have an Educated N-Word bundle. It's a hat, shirt, socks, mask, and a lapel pin for your hat for $50. So that's something I have just naturally daily that I have set up, and I just always kind of do some of that stuff around it. So my ultimate goal for the store is to have like quality products, but at a price that's rock bottom. Remember when rock bottom was in a spot? Like I won't be able to get to a point eventually. And I'm kind of working on my numbers to a point where like, man, dog, I went by Savage and had $100 and got something for me, the little ones, you know what I'm saying, the old lady. So that's my goal to try to get down to just a reasonable number, man, where everybody could, you know.
That's reasonable enough, cause you gotta look at it. People go buy a Nike shirt for $30. So it's like you know you giving them the price on it, and somebody go spend $30. That's like a polo shirt. Polo shirt about $50 just for this small horse on it.
And the difference is, bro, a lot of those big businesses, they not in the game to care or be rational about. That's a single mother with 3 kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She got to buy the shirt for them. They don't
care.
They're not worried about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? For me, and that's what my views be like. Sometimes I'll be in and I see a parent, and I'm seeing a parent making a decision where I want to get a shirt for all of them, but financially I can't. Right. So stuff like that make me go to the drawing board and be like, okay, how can I put something together to where when that parent come back, it's a little more feasible. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
You know,
you looking out for the people, and then I respect that because you really understand what goes on, because like you said, you come from the Railroad Project, you know how everything is. All right, well, parents come in here, I can't get all my kids nothing, so I gotta get one of y'all something at a time. Then I'm gonna pass
nobody just to have nobody crying.
Yeah, so if I get one shirt, I'm gonna get it big enough for all y'all, then we just go pass the shirt down.
Right.
You feel me? So I feel like I respect that, because a lot of people are up the charge on you and be like, it is what it is. You go buy the shirt or you not.
Right.
And at the end of the day, that's love that you showing to the community, bro. Like putting them pieces together for people to be able to spend, because you really been through it and you know what it is.
Right. This what I wanted to ask you, Pete. Like for somebody that's trying to start a business, you know what I'm saying, but they don't have the resources, money stacked up. Like say they work a regular 9 to 5, they not making much and they trying to start off a business. Like what tips would you give them to like start that off?
What I would do is piece by piece, man. I don't know financially the difference is going to range based on what type of business you have. I know for me, honestly, man, it took like $223 was the first investment I made for the business. You know what I'm saying? And I literally, with everything I made, I just kept putting it back in right away. Like I think I might have made, true story, man. Like I literally had made like 29 grand in kind of like the first month and a half before when I did the educated in work thing. So I didn't spend $1. Now at first I didn't realize it was that much. I will say that.
29 racks.
Yeah, some people don't have that in there.
I'm looking like in a month and a half.
Yeah, like I sold my first shirt November 3rd, 2017. I walked off my job December 20th, 2017. And I had made 29 grand in that gap.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it was like,
exactly.
so that's why I said my situation happened different.
Right.
Because like I didn't, so what I did was like literally I was taking everything, like whatever I was making, I was just like, okay, I made this much, boom, I was going back and do the numbers like, give me all the shirts I can get. Right. Give me all the shirts. And I kept putting it into merch to where after I think I may have gotten, I would say close to like over 15, then I realized, this is how I realized I had money. When I started saying, hold on, that'll be too many shirts. Okay, well give me this many. Right. And then when I looked at the money left, I'm like, damn. I'm like, all right. So then the mindset was, okay, if I was able to make that much, giving it only 30% of my energy, because I was working a lot of hours at my job, what could I do if I really put 100% in? You know what I'm saying? Right. And that was a decision I just made to kind of step out on faith. So the initial goal for that particular world, it didn't take much. So even if my shirts wouldn't have hit off, technically, it still took the same amount to start. You feel me? So it don't take much. I tell people all the time, do not quit your job before you start. You could have whether it be a 3 to 6 month range where you can show numbers, where you can say, you know what? I've been rocking with this side business. I've been struggling to, find sleep, whatever. But in my mind, it was like, okay, if you could go 6 months, to me, you quit your job when you start finding yourself saying, I got to call off to get my product or my own business going on because it's like that. I think if you take that approach, it gives you a little more energy to work. Because what a lot of people do is they'll take their last and say, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to jump into this business. And then let's say you don't have customers right away. Your bill's still coming. So now you're stuck with that dilemma like, well, shit, I gotta go take this money and do something crazy to pay the bills, or I gotta hurry up and do a sale, or I gotta do. So now you kind of hustling backwards. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you get out the game and you start doing, I see people now literally. I saw somebody who just started a business, not even a month in, they already doing 50% off on something. And I'm like, logically, if you set yourself up for that, most likely the customer not gonna never want to pay the regular price because they know you for having it for 50% off. You came out the gate like that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I tell people all the time, man. Sometimes you just gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta just kind of fight it off, and take your time. Stop. To me, I tell people this right now, dog. Spending that money going talking about that LLC shit, getting this trademark, getting all this shit done. Man, you don't even know if you're gonna sell nothing yet. Fuck it, thug it out. Go with your move. Make sure you got a viable product. Make sure your merch is something that people want to buy at first. Then you would come back with the money you done made and then go pay for all those little stuff. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. Like to me, I mean, I'm real big on that. I tell people like, it ain't perfect. It ain't probably not even the right way to do it. But logically, let's say I spent $200 on an idea, I'm more likely to scrap that idea and go back to the drawing board as opposed to I'm 2,000 in, I lost it, and I'm like, man, fuck that shit. I ain't trying nothing.
Right.
Because financially, bro, you can replace the 200. It's a little hard for 2,000. You feel what I'm saying? So I tell people all the time, like, man, now you just sitting on an LLC, sitting on a trade, some shit you're not even doing nothing with, and now the shit just running up your fees and the shit going into, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I tell people all the time, man, make sure you got a product that people are interested in first before you go spend your money to get all like the legal matters done.
So you were just like out everywhere with your shirts, or you just like people just were coming to you, or you just was like, I'm in the
Yeah, I was.
streets, I'm at the club.
Yeah, what I was doing was I was out the trunk with it. Like I was out the trunk with it, but I was a person who, because I was a promoter, it still was certain places I wasn't gonna go. If it was a place I go, they was with me.
Right.
But I just like I wouldn't like, I'm not really a second line person, so I naturally wouldn't go set up at a second line. Because that's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, right.
You feel me? I'm not comfortable with big crowds like that.
That's my dog.
So, you see what I'm saying? So, but like if I went to, at the time, if I go to Ball Culture, I was gonna go to Ball Culture and have shirts in the car. Now, I'm not a person who believe in, I'm not gonna walk up to you and say, hey man, what's up, bro? Big brother, I want you to support me and buy my shirt. That's not my particular style. I'm one of those people where, like, for example, y'all could come here every day. Now, one day I'm gonna tell y'all, man, y'all need to buy a shirt while y'all here. Because I want a person to buy something because they heard about it or they interested. Because that person gonna tell a story about it when they leave.
Right.
As opposed to if I tell you at the gas station, look, big brother, man, won't you support a black man? You may support it and throw that shit on the back seat. Shit may be back there for 6 months. Somebody get in your back seat, what this is? Oh man, some nigga was selling some shirts, I just showed love. Yeah. So that whole conversation about it negative.
Say, I done done that shit. So
all of us think about the CD.
No, I was about to say,
you put that shit you
throw it out the window. Throw it out the window.
Yeah, right. So check this out. The flip side of that, from a promotion standpoint, just what benefited me. Because I took that approach, everybody who wanted the shirt and bought it, they naturally worked for me.
Right.
They promoted for me because they was willing to have the right conversation. Like, no, you tripping. That don't mean this, right? No, you, man, this dude coming from a different level. Like, they was willing to speak so highly of it. Right. So now it was like I naturally had 200-300 people that was literally doing marketing for me. Right. So I'm making my business to this day. Like, literally, I don't walk in spots and give people my card. I don't tell, if a person asks me where I got it from, then I'll have the conversation. Hey, well, look, yeah, this is my shirt, this is my design. You know, da-da-da. But if it come down to me just going somewhere and trying to put it on people, ain't happening. I ain't never done it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I even watch the way I word stuff when I put a caption up. Right. Like I won't say, come buy my shirt. I'll say stuff like, man, if you know, Hood Love shirts available. If you like it, check this out. I purposely do that because I never want to have a conversation with somebody feeling like, oh boy, you acting funny, because you know people like to hit you with that little business talk. Oh, yeah. Oh, since your little business blew up. So I'm like, nah, cuz we ain't gonna do that. You can't never tell nobody I kissed your ass to buy a product. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So yeah, but that's kind of big for me. That's another thing that bothers me too. Well, think about this, bro. I want to ask y'all this. Ask y'all something. Have y'all ever heard somebody say, that small white business?
No, I
ain't never heard that shit, cuz. And that's something that bothered me so much because that's something that we've embraced way too much.
Right.
And we do ourselves that. It's like, you ain't never heard nobody say, man, look at that small white business, that thing popping. That thing growing, oh, it's this. Like, nah, you don't even hear that shit.
No.
Them people treat their shit like
a corporation.
That's what they do, cuz, and that's something I feel like we should have that same energy behind ours, you know what I'm saying?
And you know what? As you saying that though, B, I always hear that mom and pop store, and they really referring it towards black people because
Yeah.
it was always a mom and pop store.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I understand what you're getting at,
Right.
man. That shit ain't cool. Like, you just opened my whole mind to something totally different.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you never hear nobody say
You
small
never heard
white
that shit.
business. You know what I'm
It's so
saying?
bad now, bro. Google just added. If you go on Google, they literally give you options to say you're a black-owned business in your Google listings. Black-owned business. You can say you fucking pet-friendly, you know,
Right.
COVID safe and all that. But realistically, why the fuck you ain't got white-owned business as an option? Why I gotta put a tag on here, letting these people know I'm a black-owned business for some type of, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a pat on the back. That shit corny as fuck to me. Tripped me out when I saw it. I'm like, damn, huh, bro? Like, this is where we at. And that shit just different to me, bro. I always wonder about that. Like, damn, bro, like, you know, like, you literally won't put, because think about the flip side of it is, the same way I put it as a black-owned business, that you feel like it's going to generate black business, that's the same way the white folks gonna see the same tag and say, oh, okay, cool, I'm gonna make sure not to go to that motherfucker. Because 9 times out of 10, they got something I ain't interested in.
We want all
You
kind of
feel me?
people money, you understand? Everybody want to spend over here, you dig? You
Yes,
ain't got to
sir.
get the educated N-word,
For
but
real.
you can get anything else out there. Even
Oh,
if
for
you
real.
don't get that, you know what I'm saying? But every
Boy, I had
dollar.
tons of white girls come get it for their dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling cuz, listen to me. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, like, I got more white, I got more white customers than I have family members that I purchase. Facts. Facts.
That's crazy. bro.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy. That's crazy. What the time looking like, D?
You got 5.
5. Man, look, we enjoy the company, bro. We enjoy the love that you're giving, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the knowledge at the
Likewise,
same time. Man, for y'all out there watching The Way Men Think with Tank and Easy, y'all go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel because we're going to post this. We're going to edit and post it. Y'all go find it like we always tell y'all. Tank, the Simple, and Easy on YouTube on our channel, man. Y'all share this, like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. You know what I'm saying?
We appreciate everybody that tuned in. We had a real solid dude that gave us the game, you know, and he ain't even charge us. It was free. Yeah, man, and that was the big thing about it, because the platform he had, he could have hit us with, well, look, it's gonna be X, Y, Z for y'all to sit down with me and do an interview. You heard me? I don't want y'all coming to my spot, because they got people out just like
Yeah.
that wouldn't show love and be like, nah, we can't do it over here. Y'all got to do it somewhere else, and plus you got to charge.
Oh,
We
he
respect
could have
that.
not answered our, you know what I'm saying, our manager and did it just like everybody else, but we not knocking it, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's
We
all
just letting
love,
y'all
man.
know, you know what I'm saying, he showed us mad love, Brian. We appreciate
that, bro.
about that, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
all love, man. I enjoyed it, man. I'm happy y'all invited me, bro.
Shit, we have that too. Let us
1530
come on in there with
Palco Boulevard, Suite 24. You ever in the area, come stop
Come
by.
check me out. Come check me
Man,
out.
you ain't gotta be in the area. If you on my side of the river, on the East Bank, like, y'all slide over here. He don't just have stuff for West Bank. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's showing love for the whole city.
Whole
You know what I'm
city.
saying? Y'all
For
gotta
real.
pull up.
Also, in another month, I'm opening up I got a luxury barbershop and salon I'm opening up right next door. So Suite 25, Savage Hair Studio will be open in a month.
Oh,
You heard?
I might be a ball in that thing. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Ooh, you heard me?
You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta support him, you know what I'm saying? Big brother doing this thing, man. Like I said, dog, we appreciate the love that you showed us, bro.
For real, man.
Even toward the fan, you know what I'm saying? Because some of the information might help somebody that's been tuning in, or even if they didn't even tune into the live, they watch it on our LG TV or the YouTube. You might inspire somebody, you know what I'm saying? You know, so that's our thing. Like, even if we just get one person, we inspire them to do something greater. Man, that's all we trying to do. We trying to, reach our community. You know what I'm saying? No matter who it is. But
Appreciate the love, dog. We really
So-
appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
The Way Men Think, signing out, BS Nightlife. Thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate that.
Love.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Shit.
Yo, Tank. I ain't.
Don't touch nothing. You gotta make sure it saves, son. Make sure it saves.
I'm like, let me go see what's going on at 30 something.
You by yourself?
I got a few people with me.
Yeah, but I don't mess with you. I come down there and mess with y'all though.